everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Parashat Toldot. We have this amazing parsha. We have the pregnancy of Rivka. We have the birth of Yaakov and Esav. We have the selling of the firstborn right from Esav to Yaakov. We have the blessings that Yitzchak gives to Yaakov and Esav. And we have Yaakov going to Aram after Yitzchak and Rivka are sending him there.
So in the beginning of the parasha, Rivka cannot conceive, and she's asking Yitzchak to pray for her. Now Yitzchak is a very elevated spiritual man. He could just say to Rivka many things. He could say, you should pray to Hashem directly. Why do you want me to pray for you? He could just say, Hashem will provide. But instead of that, Yitzchak listens and shows great sensitivity to his wife. And he goes and prays to God, and God bless them, and Rivka conceive. Now in this part, Rivka goes to Yitzchak, but shortly after she gets pregnant, something very weird starts to happen to her. And when that happened, she goes to ask Hashem. What happened was that Rivka would walk pregnant, and as soon as she would pass next to a worshipping idols place, one side of her tummy would start rumble. And when she would walk next to a place that would study Torah and righteous people will be there, her other side would start tumble and rumble, and she didn't know what's happening. And the answer she received was that you don't have one baby, you have twins. When the twins are being born, from the time they get out of the womb, they're completely different. Esav is red, full of hair, and very massive. And Yaakov is very small, and the character is very innocent. They say Esav very, very early became a hunter. Yaakov was Ish Tam Yoshev Ohalim, very innocent, liked to sit in the tent and study Torah all day long. They were completely different. And as they grew up, the differences started to be more and more visible. And in the Zohar, they actually explain also that the power of Yaakov is more the spiritual power, is where our neshama, our soul, is connected to. And Esav is more the physical power, the blood, the hunting, all the craving and lust that the body is looking for. And there's a constant fight in the world between good and evil, but also inside every one of us, each and every one of us. And this parasha, the main thing it gives us is the help from Yaakov, from his story that Hashem put in the Torah for us, to help us to fight the evil and to help to elevate and to extend the good inside each and every one of us.
So the boys grow up, Esav grows up, he goes to the field. Now in this part, we have a very interesting story about Esav selling his firstborn right to Yaakov. And I ask myself, how did Esav give up this amazing gift that he had? Makes no sense. So Esav goes to the field and he sees he's going to hunt. And he sees from far away, he sees King Nimrod also going to hunt. Nimrod hates Esav. Esav decides to go and to kill him. He sees him with his two bodyguards. He goes and he kills Nimrod and his two bodyguards. And he takes the garment that Nimrod had, a special garment made out of carnia. It was the garment of Adam Arishon. And he runs away to the tent. And over there in the tent, he sees Yaakov making red lentil stew. And he wants to eat. Now, he wants to eat and he's asking Yaakov, and Yaakov is telling him, okay, if you want to eat, sell me your firstborn right. And I don't understand why he does that. The Talmud explains that. In Masechet Baba Batra, Daf Tet Zayin, page 16, it says that he did 5 terrible things in the same day. He murdered, he raped an engaged girl, he denied God, He denied the resurrection of the dead, and he condemned the firstborn right. And in the Torah it says, Vayomer Esav el Yaakov, Anochi holech lamut, velama li ze bechora. So Esav tells Yaakov, I'm going to die anyway, so why do I need the firstborn right? Interesting. Esav doesn't believe that God can save him. And we should think about that in our lives. That sometimes we have something that is really valuable, that we're able to throw away so easily for something that doesn't worth nothing.
So after that, a while later, we jump to the part that Yitzchak gets almost blind and he feels he's very old, and he calls Esav and says to him, it's very old, and go to the field, hunt something for me, and come back and make it for me, and I will give you the blessing of the firstborn son. So remember what Noam said. He already sold it. But Esav doesn't say anything, right? Now Yitzchak sent him, and Rivka listens. And as soon as Esav leaves, Rivka goes to Yaakov and tells him, go wear the special clothing. I'm going to prepare for your dad special food that he likes, and I will help you to go and pretend as you are Esav and go get the blessing. So they put the skin of the goats that will make him furry, and he puts the garment that Esav took from Nimrod. On that day when Esav was in such a hurry, he just went to hunt without it, and that's why it also took him longer. But when Yaakov puts it on him, he goes inside the room, pretending he is Esav, and then we see something amazing that the Torah says. That Yitzchak says, Hakol kol Yaakov vayadayim yedei Esav. The voice, when he hears the person coming, the voice is the voice of Yaakov, and the hands, as he feels him, are the hands of Esav. So the Zohar explains that on that moment, Yitzchak understood that this is not Esav. Again, this is a very smart, elevated man. So why? I'm asking you, why did he play along with that? Why did he still give? Why did he still, why did he give him this amazing blessing when he knows it's not Esav, his firstborn? So, if we go to what was that special garment, and we go to the Zohar again, that special garment was the clothing of first man. When he was expelled from heaven, he got that special garment to cover him so that wherever he goes, the animals would never attack him and they would recognize him as the first man. Him and Chava were protected. And later on, this garment was given to Noah, and then it was stolen, and eventually it came to Nimrod. When Esav takes it from Nimrod and brings it home, on Esav, he puts it and the animals kind of obey whoever wears it. But it's not a corrected man. But when Yaakov puts it on, that special garment, the whole room is filled with a special saint, the saint of heaven, of Gan Eden. And that's also because the soul of the first man of Adam was reincarnated in Yaakov. And when he puts that robe, that special garment on him, that's his from past life. And as soon as that happened, and he enters the room, Yitzchak smells it. And at that point he knows, whoever is that person that walking on earth with the smell of heaven, that's the person that deserved to get the special firstborn blessing that would bring and channel all the blessings from Abraham to Yitzchak and to Yaakov. And that's why later on when Esav comes into the room and he puts the garment, it smells like hell. The whole room is smelled with hell. And I said that Yitzchak is getting scared, like he's afraid what's happening here. He smells it. And then Yitzchak knows. And that's why later, when they tell Yaakov, go to Aram, go to Lavan, my brother, it's not just Rivka that is sending him. It's Rivka and Yitzchak. Because now both of them know that that was the right choice and that he should go there and take a wife from their own family because he needs to be the next generation. He needs to be the one that will continue the light that will later on manifest as the Israelites. We want to wish you a Chodesh Tov.
Chodesh Tov.
And to remind you that we just entered the month of Kislev. The month of Kislev has the holiday of Hanukkah, and it's a month of great miracles, but it also has a lot of fire. So work on your own temper, because this is the month of fire. And in order to achieve great miracles in your life, the change has to come from within. And if you flare, and you will flare this month, what's most important is how you think about it and kind of gain back the control and work on your own behavior. Chodesh Tov.
Chodesh Tov.